Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 89 of Darryl20's Let's Play of FTB Sky's Expert Mode, where I've got a bunch of crafting to do. Today, we're going to start with making pure crystals. Did I get a pure crystal pattern for that yet? Not quite. So let's remind myself how to make pure crystals, because that's 100% going to make my life a little bit easier. So we're going to need each of the previous... So we know how to make all those, so that's cool, right? And then it's just a diamond. So that's easy peasy. So I'm thinking here's my plan, right? We're going to have probably a barrel for the items to go into, okay? And then a pattern provider for the items to go into and come back to. And that can live maybe here-ish. How about here-ish? Yeah, that's going to be that. So maybe the pattern provider, the barrel goes here, and the pattern provider can go here, and then our cables can run straight to there, and then there's your pure crystal, right? So now, if I said, "Hey, give me a pure crystal," next start, right? It knows how to craft all the stuff. And you know what? While I'm at it, real quick. It's Ostrom tanks, right? Yeah, give me another 100 of those. I want this running. Oh, diamonds. How are we low on diamonds? How is that even possible? Sorry, we're just going to be patient. While I make this, we'll be cool. So, right. So now it's sitting there waiting to craft, right? So then we can use laser IO and filters from laser IO. Shouldn't be too bad. Crafting raw logic chips. Those are pretty quick. Ish. The whole pneumatic arm thingy, right? Yeah. Okay. So now you're good to go. Glaciostone can go away. So on the up will be an insert on white with a filter for diamond, right? And actually give me all of these because I need to make sure I do the right one. So that's air. So you on the up will be an insert on white with a filter for air. Your earth, so you're going to be up, insert white, filter for earth. Your water. Always confused me that water is colored green, right? Isn't that confusing? It's confusing, right? But yes, green is water. So up, insert, filter, water. And then fire makes sense. The color of fire makes sense. Up, you filter fire. Hey, filter fire. There we go. Cool. And then up, we're going to have an extract on orange. I don't know if it's smart enough, but what we'll say is just pure crystal is what's allowed to be extracted from here, and then we'll be cool, right? And that should be cool. And then we just need to link up you to all the things. And then you're going to sit here. And on this face, you're going to extract on white. Okay. And I guess it doesn't matter what I set that to. And then you on the up, I'm going to put you here, actually. On that face will be insert on orange. Okay. So then you can connect to that guy, why not? And that guy, why not? Okay, so now everything's connected. So if I put these all in here, and you only need one of those, you should be crafting now, if I'm not mistaken? Sweet. And shouldn't you be extracting the pure crystal? I would expect. On the up. Oh, extract on orange. And now we have a pure crystal. And everybody's happy? Yay! Sweet. Alright, so now you know how to make pure crystals, right? I don't know why you have an extra diamond in there, but that was probably just a derp on my part. So now I say pure crystal, make another one please, just to be sure. He's probably crafting all the other crystals over there. And that's pretty good, right? Nice. Okay, cool. Done and done. So that's good. So now we need to automate these dudes. So now how will this work? That's an exceptional question that I don't have a great answer to. Also with channels, we might be in a little bit of a rut, but we'll figure that out as well. So how are we using channels over here? We've got 4 of 8 online, and you've got 8 of 8 online. So if I tapped into this existing line here for this part, that would work. It's messy, but it would work. So what do we got here? We've got 4 there. And then what? We've got 7 in total going on over here. What I could do is run a new P2P line and just kind of split this guy. That might be the smart way. Like right here, if I split this dude, that would be like a bunch of channels. Could be cool. What if I put you like that? And then we made you like a dense cable, because we do have a lot going on over here. Right? And then what we could do is we could remove this and make this a P2P line. I like that plan. P2P tunnel plus memory card. And what we want to do is get this dude. Load him up. And then you should be able to not need to exist no more, right? So you're using 1 channel now. This guy over here is using 5, which I guess makes sense for some reason. Oh, no, yeah, right. No, he's using like 3 over there. Yeah, nope, that's cool, right? And then in total, we're using 5 on the P2P line. Now we have plenty of channels available for other use. Nice. Okay, cool. Now for you, how's this going to play out? So do I need to drop items in here, or can I insert them via like a hopper, for example? So let's test real quick with a hopper, and that'll tell us if this is going to work. So you need to get, in order to make, so what we're trying to make is these guys, right? And if we give it a pure crystal, it'll guarantee us to get a pristine, so that'll be cool. So it'll be diamond plus pure crystal. So can I just do this and you're going to figure it out and be smart? Oh, you are. Nice. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, that's cool. The only thing you're going to need to know is that you need to... Okay, so let's do this with laser IO then. That's the plan, right? Because it's dire, and you know that's how we're going to do it, right? So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and then here is going to be an interface and a drawer system, right? So in fact, we are ready to go with that like right away. So let's do it. Interface, or not interface, pattern provider. Look, years and years of playing, and I got used to the fact that it's interfaces that you craft with. I can't deny that. Just the way I am, folks. All right, so then you're going to go there. And then I'm going to need a return line for this as well, which I suspect could just be... Oh, are you trying to... You are trying to... Oh, you're doing that thing. I hate when you do that thing. How did we solve that over there? Yeah, don't do that. How did I stop you from doing that over here? Didn't I, like, filter it or something? Like, prevent you from doing that? How did I prevent you from doing that? Was it just that I was the distance, or... Oh, that's right. I made it one of these, and then it didn't do that, right? Yeah. That's how we solved that. I think if I do that, he won't recognize it as a full block, and then we're cool, right? Yeah, that's how we did it. Okay, and then you're not doing that. Perfect. And then we're just going to have to... so here, what we'll do is on the opposite side of this, which is west, will be an insert on black, but we're going to do it on the top face. And see how it's allowed to connect now? That's key. Sweet. Okay. Now you are going to bind all of these guys together. And that should be cool. Okay. So now on the down, we're going to need more cards. No surprise there. These things can go away for the time being. And then also, I want to make sure that your storage bus that I made... is set up for you. And then we'll decide if we need to autocraft more of that. Like, keep in stock mode. Right? Okay. So are my cards done? Getting there. Enough that I can do this, right? So on the down, you're going to extract on white. One item at a time should be fine. And then on the down here, oh yeah, that's going to be a challenge actually, because they all use diamonds as their thing. So I may need to have separate pattern lines, because what I was going to do is like put all the ingredients in here, but like all the components require diamonds as their recipe, right? So if we came over here and we said pristine, let's add all of these to the list so that I can easily... Right. So, like, that's how I was going to do this, like this. But it's not going to go... It's not going to know which one of them to put the diamond into. So that's going to be the challenge, right? So I think we're going to have separate pattern providers for each. Cool. So yeah, we will need separate pattern providers for each. So let's remove you, because you're no longer going to be a concern. And what we're going to have to do is have 4 pattern providers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, you currently have 4 channels in use on this line. Let's just validate that that is true. Yep. So now you'll be at 8 once I connect you, but that's fine. Cool. And now you're 8. Nice. Okay, so this is Earth, so that's going to be pristine Earth. This one's going to be air, I think. Are you, like, out of air? That can't be true, right? I don't think so, right? Air and water. So this has to be fire? Are we out of fire? Guess so. Air. And then water. How are we out of fire? Like, what's going on with fire, friends? I guess you're doing a lot, aren't you? You auto-crafting a bunch of fire stuff? Can't imagine why we're so low on fire. And why we wouldn't be making more fire? Oh! What the what? What happened to my fire, dude? Well, that explains why we're out of fire. I don't have any explanation for why these dudes all disappeared. Where did they go? When did this happen? And how? How did this happen? When did this happen and how did this happen? So, small elemental containers, I'm going to need 2. And an elemental evaporator? That makes no sense to me. When did that happen? How long ago did that happen? I really have no idea. Alright, so you're going to go like this. And you're going to be extracting. And then we're going to want an evaporator. Now you're running, which is cool. Now you guys have some kind of like thing on you. Right? Like a rune dude. There's like a rune that like something rune. I don't remember what they were. Is that the rune symbol? Because that would be neat. I would take that. Is it this? Foos rune, plus 30% speed. So I need a pristine air gem and 2 string and a rune slate. Now that's plus 30% speed and 10% element preservation. So why don't I just throw that on there? Do I want to do that, or do I want to go with one that I know how to make and can make more of? Is this thing craftable? Yeah, not too bad. Ooh, I could get 50% speed. How do I get that? Major rune? I could probably make these at this point. I'm just super confused as to how that happened. And these were never automated. These were meant to be like, hey, we need extra at the moment. I just really want to know what happened to that thing. I have no explanation at all. Well, let's finish this setup, and then we'll go from there. So, hey, you guys. What do you think about pulling from these? Does that sound cool? Let's do that. Now, are the fire dudes automated? They are not. Okay, that's also good to know. I might want to make them automated, but we'll see. Because that's what we need to make these, right? They are not automated. All right. Well, if we decide we want to, cool, right? But what we could say is puller mode module 2. We're gonna need a few of these, right? Yeah, we're gonna need 4 of them. Because what you do then is sender it to where? Where exactly do you sender it to? Oh, you sender it into there? Well, that's not helpful. Not really, at least. So what I'd want to do is sender it into this guy, right? Sender module Mark 2. Maybe we should have one for each. No, I think it's okay if we don't have one for each. As long as we have blocking mode on these guys, because I bet this guy won't appreciate making more than one at a time. And if I decide that I want to lock crafting, then we're going to need one for each. Okay. Should we just do it? Should we just do modular routers times 4? I feel like that might be cool. And I mean, I have 3 already, but like, you know, might as well craft up a batch because we're going to need a few more. All right, so how are you doing, Fire? Getting there. My only concern, obviously, being that we don't have... Let's do this. You went there. You went there. And I'm going to put that good rune on my fire. There you go, Mewtwo rune. Okay, and then you guys can go in there, and that'll help boost up the production of fire, presumably. Okay, and now I can make my routers. You guys will simply sit 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then senders. I want you to send to your matching, right? So you're going to pull and sand. That's cool. So puller from here, sender to there. right? And we're probably going to need to specify exactly what you're going to pull and send, but we'll get there. So puller, sender. Okay. Puller, sender. And again, the reason I'm doing this is because if you decide to use like the config option in the thing, if this, you have to return it to the same pattern provider that it is crafting from. So you can't like dump it into any pattern provider, which is why I'm choosing to do this route, right? In case I decide to turn that setting on. Cool. Now, do you need a filter? Probably, maybe. So how about polar module will whitelist pristine earth. Okay. And then this was fire, right? So polar module will whitelist pristine fire. Okay. And then this one is air. So polar module air. And that leaves water. Polar module water. And that's cool. So now let's test this by saying, hey, give me a pristine water. Yoinks. Did that work? That worked. Well, that was easy. That was really easy. Okay. Now, quantum assembler would be this guy, right? So your job will be to make, no, not that. You need to make these, right? Perfected gem catalyst. Now, my only concern is we may not have enough fire to make the fire crystals. That's probably what we're waiting on. But shortly we should, and then that won't be a problem for much longer, right? I can help that out. Did this work? Yeah, it did. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. And then for these guys, where do we make them at? They are made in a dissolution chamber. Dissolution chamber, which is this dude, right? So now if I wanted some enigmatic, and I think we wanted like 4 of them. That totally seems doable, minus the mineral resin. We need mineral resin? Why do we need mineral resin? So you're going to need, I assume it's for you, right? Why do you need mineral resin? It's an exceptional question. Mineral resins used to make... Not for Quicksilver, is it? Maybe? Or maybe logic circuits? No, because you're... Oh, you go this way now. Yeah, okay, that's why. We need basic control circuits. That's what it is. Okay. Do you not know how to make mineral resin then? I guess not. So how about we teach you how to make mineral resin today? Because isn't that just mechanical squeezer and we're good? I would think. I would think. So mineral resin, mechanical squeezer, mineral logs. Is that cool? And it's always 400. Okay. So if I do that and I want 4 now. No? Do you not recognize that as a return? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make that the primary result. Because that's what you get, right? 400, yeah. If I make that the primary result, are you cool then and recognize it? Now you seem cool. Right, start. See, and it's doing it. And it's definitely handling the fluid, which is cool. Okay, now with everything cooking, we should be close to being able to make this next batch of stuff. So over here, what we wanted to make was, let's get rid of all these because these are all now handled, right? And now we need to get into our lead crystal stuff. So you're all done. So chemical dissolution chamber, right? So that was going to be 1, 2. Upgraded to these guys. 1, 2. Upgraded to these guys. 1, 2. Turned into my chemical dissolution chamber. Which needs blue guys again, which I just used to make my enigmatic control circuits, but it's all good, right? So you're making a ton of silver dust and platinum ingots and isnium ingots. I should probably just keep some of those in stock too, only because of how much of a hassle those are with like the tons of silver that you need for them. I should consider keeping either isnium or platinum in stock. I'm not sure which. Maybe both. Maybe both. Yeah, because you're making what? Basic control circuits? What are these used for again? Yeah, it's a whole line. I think we probably want to do that. Isnium and platinum should probably be kept in stock. How am I doing on channels here? Fine. We're fine. All kinds of good stuff. All right, so the chemical dissolution chamber is on its way. You just have a bunch, again, reason to keep this in stock. Now, how about the chemical washer? That needs ultimate tanks. So we should look into getting that going as well. Realistically, we have everything we need for that, right? We just need to... Yeah, I hear you, goat. I hear you, goat. All right, well, we did all the automation, so let's do this. I'm going to probably just wrap up the episode here, and because we have to, like, wait for some of this crafting. Between episodes, I will make these 3 machines, and then when we come back next time, we'll get our lead, we'll get our uranium, and we'll work at making an RTG generator. Then we'll set up a compact machine for it to live in to both generate radiation and heat, and then we'll be able to use that stuff. And then also, maybe by then we will have some of our Ostrom. I need another 100 of you, right? We don't have any crafting CPUs available, but we should in a minute. So yeah, Double 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Next time we'll come back. These 3 machines will be crafted, and then we'll have some fun getting ready with compact machines and RTG generators, wherever it is on my to-do list here. I'm sure it's somewhere. For now, take it easy.